Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome aboard the Storybook Land Canal Boats. For everyone's safety, we ask that you please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times, and supervise your children. Por su seguridad, le pedimos permanece sentados, manteniendo las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro de la embarcación en todo momento y supervisa a sus hijos. Uh-oh, if you look straight ahead, we're about to enter Monster the Whale, the same whale that swallowed Pinocchio and his father Geppetto. However, Pinocchio was a very clever little boy, as he got them both out of Monstro's tummy by building a big fire inside of him, and all the smoke made Monstro sneeze. In fact, Monstro sneezed so hard that he blew his tail right off, and now he serves as the entrance to Storybook Land. On your right, you will see the homes of the three little pigs. The youngest brother built his house out of straw, the middle brother built his house out of sticks, and the oldest and smartest brother made his house out of 100% wolf-proof bricks. The three brothers are residing in that brick house to stay safe from the big bad wolf, who currently resides in the cave on the left side of the boat. Coming up here on the left is the village where Alice lives. Not much is known about this architecture, but if you look carefully, you might spot the rabbit hole, which Alice followed the white rabbit into and fell down, down, down into Wonderland. On the right is London Park, the same park where Peter Pan, Wendy, John, and Michael flew over giant sleeping ducks on their way to Never Never Land. Straight up ahead is the Castle of Agrabah. Aladdin used to live on the streets of Agrabah with his friend Abu the monkey, but now, thanks to the genie he released from the Cave of Wonders, he lives up there in the Sultan's palace with the love of his life, Princess Jasmine. It is a whole new world for both of them. On the left is the station of the Casey Jr. Circus train, the same train in which Dumbo was born. Looks like they're getting ready to depart to a new town, but if the circus ever comes to your town, I say beware those wild animals in the cage, especially the little ones. We are now going inside the chamber that holds the elusive dragon gem, which holds the magic once held by the last dragon, Sisu. Raya and the people from her land, Heart, have held possession of this gem to keep it protected in hopes of someday reuniting the 5 chiefdoms of Kumandra and helping them become one again. As we come down out of this cave, on your right, you will see the cottage of the 7 dwarfs, and out in the distance is the diamond mine where they work. They're currently at work right now, but Snow White and her animal friends are keeping the cottage clean for them until they come home for dinner. And maybe they'll hold a party tonight too. On the left is the village where Cinderella used to live with her evil stepmother and stepsisters. But thanks to her fairy godmother, she now lives in that castle up on the mountain with her Prince Charming. I really think they should fix that clock. It's been stuck on midnight for who knows how long. Now, coming up on the left is the town in which Belle and her father, Maurice, once lived and were once treated like outcasts. Until one day, when Belle discovered the enchanted castle up on the horizon, where she met the Beast and saw the inner beauty in him, and their love broke the spell that was casted on the castle, changing him back into a prince, and they now live happily ever after together in that castle. Also on the left is the tower in which Rapunzel was imprisoned by the evil Mother Gothel, so that she could keep her youth maintained. That is until the infamous Flynn Rider rescued her from her prison, and they've continued to have adventures together ever since. Over here on the riverbank is the famous Toad Hall, home to J. Thaddeus Toad, Esquire. He's not home right now, as he went for a ride on his motor car to nowhere in particular. Who knows what chaos he'll cause on that ride? This big scene here on the left is the Kingdom of Arendelle, ruled by Queen Elsa and her little sister, Princess Anna. This is a great place to visit on hot days like this, because when you live in a castle ruled by a snow queen, it's always wintertime. On the right-hand side is Pinocchio's village, home to the same workshop where Geppetto built the famous marionette who came to life and later became a real boy after Geppetto made a wish upon a star. Just past this underpass is the home of Prince Edward. Just past this underpass is the home of Prince Eric. This beach is where Ariel the Little Mermaid saved his life. Ariel used to live under the sea in the kingdom of Atlantica, where you see here on the left, but after she and Eric defeated the Sea Witch Ursula, together she became human and married him. And that's where her tale ends. And with that, we have returned to our dock. I ask that you all please remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop and you all ask to disembark. Kindly gather your belongings and take small children by the hand and carefully step off the boat on the left-hand side. Not the right, unless you really want to get wet. Thank you all for joining me on this adventure through Storybook Land, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your stay here at Disneyland.